Hi, it's Everyman Tactical again, and today I'm going to be going over treatment of penetrating trauma and the commercial products in which you can buy to help you with this and survive that pre-hospital stage. Now, penetrating trauma is any trauma that enters your body. It's not necessarily laceration, but penetrating trauma is like a stick. You're walking through the woods, you fall, and a stick goes through your thigh. You get stabbed, or you get shot. Now, rifles and pistols impart a lot more damage than your standard other penetrating trauma, which makes these products almost a necessity to have if you want to extend your pre-hospital life by hours even, depending on the extent of the wounds. Now I'm going to go over Quick Clot first, because Quick Clot's been around, it's been tried, Trude, it's highly effective. I've seen it work firsthand. Now, this is not the original powder, which the military and contractors have gone away from due to its thermal effect. So you dump the powder on it and you wipe your mouth and you get chemical burns. It burn your lips or your eye. You go to wipe your eye. So they've impregnated gauze, Z-folded gauze, with this hemostatic agent. Remember, hemostatic means blood-stopping agent. So that way this works a lot better. It also gets a lot closer to the wound. So this works, you would actually open this package, find the hole, and stick your finger in it, feel the arterial bleeding. Take the gauze, and you would hold it in your left hand, feed it out with your right hand, and push it into the wound until all of the gauze is gone. You would feed the entire amount into the wound. If it doesn't seem like it's going to fit, give it a little bit, a little bit more oomph, and it will go. And this works by two methods: the hemostatic agent in the gauze and the expanding pressure of the gauze will apply direct pressure to the actual bleed, which will stop the bleeding. So these are very useful. You can go to deepsurvival.com. I think he still has some of these left in stock. It's a great website. Very, very good prices. Another Quick Clot product is something you can pick up literally any store that does sporting goods. It is the Quick Clot clotting sponge. Now this works in a similar fashion, except for you're not going to be fitting this entire thing into your wound. You're going to get as much of it as you can. You're going to apply direct pressure, 3 to 5 minutes, and then you're going to wrap the wound with standard wound wrappings. So it's pretty easy. I think these are about $18 to $25, depending on where you get them from. I've seen them as low as $9.99. Now, my personal favorite is Selex. I like the powders, I like the sponges, I like the gauze, but my favorite, Selex A. It's an applicator. It's a tube, like a syringe tube, filled with hemostatic agent, and then it has this plunger here. So this works. You would just rip the bag open, find the hole, put the plunger in the back of the tube, pull the cap off, insert into the wound, and as you're inserting, you're pushing that plunger down, spreading that hemostatic agent throughout the wound. Then you would wrap, accordingly after that. But I like this because, I have a pretty high tolerance for pain. I'm in pain generally all the time. So, and I still don't think that I could take that combat gauze and sit there and feed 4 yards into, a gunshot wound on my leg or my arm. It's even harder. So I just don't see it being a viable option for me. I probably could do it, but it would hurt, and it might even induce a level of shock. This is quick. It's more ripping off the Band-Aid compared to slowly peeling it off for 4 yards. So I really like the Selex A. I actually got this one off Amazon because all the retailers were out of stock. It's getting bought up like crazy, and it's actually really good. I think I paid $27.95 Amazon Prime, and it was at my house in 2 days. So again, that is Selex A. If you Google CELOX-A, you'll find videos on this and how effective it actually is. Another option, which is more of a traditional option, it's been around for years, is this compressed gauze. This is no longer compressed, it's been compromised. But it's usually a smaller package. This works like the combat gauze, but without the hemostatic agent. This you'd feed the gauze this is 4 yards as well, all 4 yards in there, and try to get it as close to that arterial bleed. And what this will do is it expands and applies direct pressure on the wound. If it doesn't work, pack more. If that doesn't work, pack more. Never remove the gauze from a wound, because then you're ripping off any clots that had formed. These are 99 cents. Another option of this is this Dollar Tree. I think 2 of these come in a box. $1 for 2 of these, and it's the same width. It's just rolled instead of bunched. This may not be as expanding, but these are cheaper. They're more compact and they fit in your IFAKs a lot better. Another option is the non-traditional option, and it was discovered by medics in Iraq, and it was proven to be pretty effective. Disclaimer on this one: it's not sterile. They're clean, not medically sterile. They're household sterile, which is a different thing. And that is a OB, applicator-free, extra absorbent tampon. So if you have a wife or a girlfriend, you probably have something like this in your house. But go out to the Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walmart, buy yourself a box of applicator-free, extra absorbent tampons. And the good thing is they're super cheap, they're super compact, and these things get massive. Like, I'm talking the size of a mason jar massive. So these would be similar. You just twist to break the plastic, which is good because fine motor skills are out the window. You would literally push this into the wound as deep as you believe the bleeding is. So if it's your femoral artery, you have to get through all the muscle tissue and as close and closer to the bone. The good thing about these is they expand rapidly. They're extra absorbent. The only bad thing, like I said, is they're not sterile. But neither was the bullet, neither was all the dirt and shit, neither was your hands that you're feeding this gauze in with. So you're gonna need antibiotics anyway. But this is a very cheap alternative to some of the other items. I carry 2 of these in my truck. I have about 1 million in my medic bag. They're just cheap. You could throw them around. I mean, hell, you could throw these in one of your mollies, and now you have a tourniquet and wound treatment in the same spot. So anyway, I hope this was informative. If you have any questions, please feel to comment, and don't forget to subscribe, because I've got a lot more videos coming. This is Everyman Tactical. You stay safe out there.